Okay, now let's add some quiz. Okay, so for that, let's say if I want to add a quiz after this unit. So for that, if it is not there, then you will have to click on this button so that it opens up, and now you will have to click on new unit again. So you just select that section in which you want to add content or any quiz. Okay, so suppose I want to add in this subsection, then I will have to click on this new unit, and you can write any name here, quiz, and click on this problem button. Okay, so there are different options you can see, blank, common problem, check boxes, drop down, multiple choice, and there are different ones, but we are going to use this multiple choice only. So click on multiple choice. Okay, and then click on edit. Okay, so you can put your instruction here, like attempt all the questions, each question can equal marks or anything. So just write your content part here, but for now I'm going to delete this. Now for if you want to add your question, then you can put your question between these two symbols, so greater than symbols. So put your question here. Okay, so let if you want to ask any question, so what is uh, the full form of CPU? uh, you can put any question, so I'm just typing any the simple question. Okay, so you will have to provide the options here. Okay, so suppose I write uh, control processing unit. Okay, for now I'm just copy pasting it as the other options, and okay, so this question contains only three options, and if you want to increase this option, then just put this parenthesis, blank bracket, and type here. And so in this case the second option should be right, so for the right answer can be indicated by this X mark. So okay, so this answer should be correct, so I am going to put it as central processing unit. So you can change these options. Suppose if you want to make the third option correct, then delete this X and put X here. Okay, so in this way you can just mark the correct answer, put X there only. Okay, but for now I am putting the X back here. So in this case this quiz will be automatically evaluated, and you will have to make ensure that your question is between these two angle greater than signs, and you have your options starting with these brackets, and the correct answer, for the correct answer to be evaluated automatically, put this X in between these bracket. uh, okay, and click on save. So this was the first question. Suppose this is the first question. If you want to add more questions, then you can just put your contents, put your questions after that. So suppose this is going to be my second question, uh, and just replace this text with your second question and all the four options. And suppose that for the second question you want that D option should be correct, then put the X here, and in this way you can add any number of questions by just copy pasting it and replacing the content part of that. Okay, and then after that click on save button and click on, so you can see there are two questions and it is ungraded, so we have not assigned marks to it. We have assigned marks to it, but it is not graded, that it will not appear in the progress bar. So let's see how to make it appear in the progress bar. For that you will have to make some changes here. So go to settings and click on grading. Okay, so as you must have seen that we have put the minimum qualifying marks to be 40, so you can adjust that here. So suppose you want to make it 40, then just drag it, and if you want to make it 60, then drag here. Okay, so you can choose your passing criteria by dragging these portions. Okay, now you will find that there are different type of homework and assignments. What I'm going to do, I'm going to delete all these and going to put only two buttons. So delete. Now you can see there are two boxes only, assignment type. One is homework and another is lab, but I'm going to change it again. So I'm going to put one as a quiz and one as a final exam. Okay, so now we have two assignment types. One assignment type is quiz, another assignment type is uh, final exam. Okay, you can put every abbreviation here also. So but for now I am putting that as a quiz only, and here as suppose FE. Okay, so we have now two type of assignments only here. Okay, total weight of grade, total grade. So total grade, so suppose I want that quiz should be the 60% of the final marks. So for example, in Delhi University we say that 25% of marks for internal assessment and 75 for final exam, but let's put it as 60% of the total grade is for quiz, and the total number of quiz is going to be 10. So suppose in our whole course we are going to ask 10 quiz. Number of droppable means if you want to allow that students can drop 2 out of 10 assignments, then you can put some number here, and if you want that it should be 0, your participant or student should attempt all the quizzes are compulsory, then put 0 here. So we have made changes in these 5 boxes: name of the assignment type, abbreviation, total weight of total grade, so 60% weightage to this quiz section. There will be total number of 10 quizzes, and you are not allowed to uh, just skip any quiz. Okay, so final exam. So since we have assigned 60% weightage to this, so we are left with only 40% weightage for the final exam. So we will have to put 40 here, and we are going to take only one final exam, and since it is one, there are 0 droppables. Okay, so in this final exam we have made changes, and click on save changes. Okay, so let's repeat this. We have changed the passing criteria by dragging this uh, bar, and there are two type of assignments. It's not the actual assignment which we used to take from you in our course, but it's about the quiz or exam assignment type. So there are two type of assignment: quiz and final exam. The weightage of the quiz is 60, and there will be 10 number of quizzes, and you cannot skip any quiz, and there will be one final exam and whose weightage is 40. Okay, so this is not the actual marks, like we are not saying that we are going to ask 40 questions exactly. This is a weightage of the total marks. Okay, so it's done. Now go back to content part, outline, and we have asked the question in this part. So what you will have to do is to make it graded. So we have not graded this quiz. So to make it graded, click on this subsection in which this quiz is there. Okay, so just click on this subsection configure button and make it graded. So change this as, so this quiz is going to be part of this quiz thing. Okay, and you can put some due date here, time, and click on save. And after that you will see this tick mark button, quiz due July 16 analysis. So now if any student takes this quiz, it will show up in this in the student's progress bar. So to just see this carefully, that uh, it should, the quiz should be graded, most of the quiz should be graded, so that any participant or any student can see uh, their performance in their progress bar. Okay.